Hello and welcome to Awaz News. I'm Simone Kutoni and I'll be taking you through big news across Canada.
Public viewing for Queen Elizabeth begins at Westminster Hall. Trudeau and Poilievre draw battle lines and fight over affordability. York Regional Police officer dead after a head-on collision in Markham on the way to work. Ontario Hovercraft Company to launch 30-minute transit from downtown Toronto to Niagara region. Suspect in Toronto area shootings had long criminal history. TTC to pay tribute to late Queen Elizabeth II by pausing service for 96 seconds on Monday. Hockey Canada told Ottawa of its National Equity Fund in 2019.
So those were the headlines. Now let's jump right into the details.
Queen Elizabeth left Buckingham Palace for the last time today, her coffin carried on a horse-drawn carriage and saluted by the cannons and the tolling of the Big Ben in a solemn procession through the flag-draped, crowd-lined street of the London to Westminster Hall. There, Britain's longest-serving monarch will lie in state for the world to mourn. Her son King Charles and his siblings and sons marched behind the coffin, which was topped by a wreath of white roses and her crown resting on a purple velvet pillow. The Queen will lie in state for 4 days until her funeral will be on Monday, with the hundreds of thousands of people expected to file past. 8 pallbearers carried the oak and lead-lined coffin into the Westminster Hall, placing it on the raised platform known as catafalque. Newly elected Conservative leader Pierre Poilievre slammed the Liberals' new measures to help Canadians struggling with the rise of cost of living, claiming they will only fuel higher inflation, signaling a long battle to come over what party is best for Canada's economy. A 38-year-old York Regional Police officer has died after being involved in a head-on crash in Markham while on his way to work this morning. Officers responded to a two-vehicle collision involving a white Honda Accord and a Porsche Cayenne on Major Mackenzie Drive East between the Richard Pearson Drive and Warden Avenue at around 6 a.m. Police said an adult driver from the Accord was pronounced dead at the scene. The driver was a York Regional Police officer identified by police as a Constable Travis Gillespie. York Regional Police said Gillespie had been a sworn constable since April 2020 and was assigned to uniform patrol in No. 2 District. The driver from the Porsche, a 23-year-old man from Markham, was transported to hospital to be treated for minor injuries. The cause of the collision is not yet known. Residents could soon jet from downtown Toronto to St. Catherine, Ontario in just 30 minutes via a new rapid transit hovercraft. In an announcement issued today, Ontario HoverLink Limited said in the final stages of approval for the project set to launch in summer 2023. Once completed, the vessel will depart from Ontario Place on Toronto's waterfront and arrive to Port Veller, St. Catherine in just half an hour, a trip that usually takes 2 to 3 hours by car. The company plans to make up to 48 lake crossings per day using 2 vessels, the Griffon BHT 130 and BHT 150 models hovercrafts. Up to 180 passengers will be permitted on board on each journey. Vehicles will not be permitted on the craft. The suspect in a string of shootings that killed a Toronto police officer and an auto shop owner this week had an extensive criminal record, including ties to a gang at one point. Parole Board of Canada documents indicate that the man believed to be behind Monday's shooting in the Greater Toronto and Hamilton area had a history of robbery, drug trafficking, and weapon possession, as well as gang ties. The Special Investigation Unit has not yet released the suspect's name because they say this family has not provided consent. Peel Regional Police originally identified the suspect as a 30-year-old Sean Petrie in his province-wide emergency alert on Monday, which warned the public of an active shooter armed and dangerous. Sources close to the investigation who aren't authorized to speak have since identified the man as Sean Petrie, 40. The TTC will be pausing service for 96 seconds on Monday afternoon in honor of the late Queen Elizabeth II. At 1 p.m. on September 19th, all subway trains, buses, streetcars, and Wheel-Trans vehicles will stop operating for 96 seconds in a show of respect to the Queen, who died last Thursday at Balmoral Castle in Scotland at the age of 96. The transit agency will also suspend the subway station announcement and social media posts during that time, which coincides with the state funeral for the former monarch at London's Westminster Abbey. The TTC said it will notify customers about the tribute before and during the tribute through announcement and on-screen messages, social media posts, and on its website. In a 3-page email to the Sports Minister Office, Hockey Canada boasted about the safe sport management that was a second to none, but voiced concerns both about any third-party mechanism for investigation and the new toll-free number for reporting abuse. The email, signed by Glenn McCarty, who was the Hockey Canada's Vice President of Insurance and Risk Management, also detailed Hockey Canada's National Equity Fund used for uninsured liabilities, including sexual abuse claims the organization has maintained since the late 1990s.
Thank you for tuning in. I'm Simone Kutoni, and I'll see you tomorrow, same time, same channel. Have a good night.